Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Fries with Potate. Today we are here with real life Barbie guys. Like I genuinely think Sai Pallavi is a Barbie.
Wait, she's saying Barbie, not Barbie. So please.
Yeah, Barbie, okay?
First the
Barbie
Barbie
like
okay.
metal Barbie, like Margot Robbie Barbie, like that. Because she's like a doctor, an actress, a dancer, and like genuinely such a nice person. Like Barbie is always having a good day. That's how Sai Pallavi. I feel like that's how she is. She's always having a good day. I'm just Ken. I am just Ken. Thank you so much for being on.
You're very sweet. Come on.
Thank you so much. But like I like I said, even before I started, shot in the dark. I message photo I was just like 3 days ago. I was like, okay, you know what? It'll be nice if she came on my podcast. And I'm just texting her. I'm like, hey.
Good that I didn't see it. I asked the team to get in touch with you because I've seen your work and I think it's very interesting.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, like, I think like munnadi or when I was doing tech potato videos or something like that, Pooja used to like my videos, you know? Yeah. And then I used to like think, oh my god, apna Pooja oh my god, I'm like one step closer to Sai Pallavi.
Such a cutie.
I was just like, damn guys, I've made it in life.
Come on. No, she's the cutest. She actually sends me all these videos and she keeps me updated on what are the fun and happening things.
Okay.
Otherwise, I end up getting all very sad, mature, depressing things. And
fair enough. Older kid and all, elder sister, you know, younger siblings have got to like, you know, keep them, you know, in touch.
Correct,
with
yeah,
stuff.
very true. About skincare and all, that girl only, she went off to Australia. She's like, Pallavi, everybody's doing something to your face. I think at least use some glycolic acid. I'm like, glycolic acid? I'm like, no, at least some retinol.
So doctor
so she's coming up with all names. Though Aesop,
oh, crazy.
So, yeah, she's the one who's getting me in touch with everything and saying
I'm also like, so actually one of the questions that I had for the podcast, middle la varuvendiyadhu, so like, you know, you in interviews and all, you tell like my sister's my biggest critique of
yeah.
And I'm just like, ஆமா எங்க அண்ணனும் தான் என்னோட biggest critique ஆனா அவன் என்னை critique பண்ணானா அவன் கூட சண்டை போட ஆரம்பிச்சிடுறேன் நானு. So I'm just like, how are you and Pooja not fighting?
Maybe because I show most of my work, I don't direct, no? Someone else directed. I'm asking her for her opinion as someone from the audience.
Okay.
அதை நான் direct பண்ணியிருந்தேன் நீ அதுக்கு அப்படி சொல்றேன்னு நான் கேட்டிருப்பேன். So maybe that way. அதனால தான் வரும் போல.
I fight with, like, I mean, obviously asking for a friend, not
Every
like...
year's difference between you
me and my brother 6.
And they should be cool, no?
No, not at all. My brother is such a...
For me,
my
Pooja is
nice
like
guy.
my baby. For me,
such a
Pooja is
sweetheart.
more like a child. I've taken care of her like a baby, so I don't.
What's the age difference?
5 years.
Oh, okay. But like obviously my brother's not Sai Pallavi, can't be. So
வீட்டுக்கு போனா இருக்கு.
You know, it's like you dance in like these TV shows, reality TV shows and all that.
Yeah.
And appo like obviously when you're a child and you like, when I was also a child, I used to watch like Pretty TV and be like, naanu adla irukano, and like they'll have those kids programs. No, I'll think that I also want to be there. Obviously it didn't happen. But
come on, you have a show of your own.
Yeah, now guys, adala manifest panni da inga ukandiruken nanu. But when you're a kid, obviously those things are like very fancy. You're just like, TV la irukano, like, you know, it's like it's exciting to see yourself in like a screen, you know. Did you feel like that?
Growing up, I think maybe we didn't. I grew up watching some Pokemon, the Tom and Jerry, and the madri or age. So that time we didn't have a lot of these stage shows. Maybe or irundha kuda Super Singer da irunchu. I think Ungaliyar at the Prabhudev was the first dance show that came as a dance show. So I didn't know how it would be, or illa na paathu indha mari irukunumaa அப்படினு. அப்பலாம் boogie woogie ன்ட்டு ஒரு ஹிந்தில I think there was one which was called boogie woogie.
Okay.
But that was just like, you know, people getting together and dancing. It wouldn't be like a competition madri.
Yeah.
Once I got into it, I thought it was too much pressure. And now if I see someone who wants to go to a reality show, I end up saying, are you sure?
It wasn't pressurizing and all when you were a kid.
It's very scary when someone is there judging you and you can't like, when someone's saying, no, you're eliminated. You want to cry, but you can't cry because you got to keep a strong face.
That's the difference between you and me.
No, you know what I did? I turned back. One of the masters actually yelled at me. I turned back. And then that time Ramya was the VJ.
Yeah.
So she was the anchor and she said, Sai, I think you got it done. I said, no, I'm crying. I don't want to show my face to people who are crying. I don't want people. Because I've never liked anybody who cried. And because I thought that people make a scene out of it, like, they go too close to your face and they're like crying. I didn't want it to look like I was some sad creature right now. I feel sad, so let me turn back and cry. And then I turned back like nothing happened. And I said, okay, thank you. And left.
Like, as in, like, some grace or you carried yourself as a child. Nana, how can you eliminate me? Give me one more time.
No, maybe it's also to make it more interesting. They end up saying it's life or death. Your life is over.
Yeah.
When they create a lot of pressure around it, you start feeling you enjoy dance. That's why you do what you do, and it shouldn't become like it's for the competition.
Do you think it was like simpler back then, like the reality TV and stuff like that, or was it all like, you know, just as like rigorous as it is right now?
I think it's always the same, and there are people to judge. You always feel the same pressure, but I think now it's a little more diluted because people are more distracted on what is happening on social media, and there's lots more happening, and like you got to create content every week and it has to do well. There can be few more people who exist with other work and all that. So
Like the competition's higher now.
Maybe.
Because it's not like you're not just like competing with you know, the people on the stage.
It's everywhere and everyone has a phone and they're talented enough, they put it there. And
speaking of like a video that you put up, I think the director had come for like Premam, and I was reading on
No, it's the show that I did.
Oh, it's the show he watched.
The show, he had watched the show, and then some 4-5 years later, 16, 23. Oh yeah, all right. So almost 8 years later, he calls me and he says that, Pallavi, I want you to do this film. I said, are you sure?
I think on like Wikipedia, it was written that like you had like lodged a police complaint against him, thinking that he was a stalker or something like that.
Police complaint?
Is that true or is it false?
I told my mom because I kept getting a call, and that time it was Orkut or Facebook, I don't know, somewhere that he sent a text saying he'd done Neram and I am the legit director, and I thought, okay, they those scam pandranga yaro. I'm in Georgia, who's going to want me to do a film there? I come to India for my winter break and there's someone on phone and mummy's like, yaro Alphonse edo appadingranga. I said, mummy, hang up, I think yaro stalker nu nenikiren inga vanditen na koopidren parunga appadinnu. And he heard me on phone. And then he said, ma'am, please ask her to go on Wikipedia. I'll send you my picture. It is me.
He could have also like not been like, Seri Vana, but he
was
like,
very sweet.
Yeah.
And the way we even ended up doing Premam was like few friends getting together and making the movie.
Yeah, even Neram felt like that.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it was that way. All of his friends were together and they'd done it.
Because like on Pista song, like everyone's just like having fun, having a gala time. You can feel the vibes. You know, it was definitely something that friends did together. But so I was just like, inga complaint la lodge pannirukka alavukku enna okay, I will go edit on Wikipedia today.
They end up writing weird things over there.
Also, I have recently found out that I am friends with a lot of people from Coimbatore. I've never realized that I know from Coimbatore. Because like all of them come to Chennai to study. So I was like, oh, Chennai da. And then more and more I'm talking to people and I'm just like, that's when I started finding out the names of all the schools in Coimbatore. And then I'm just like, Avila Convent is one school that I keep hearing, you know. And I'm like going through your Wikipedia and I'm just like, Avila Convent. Convent. You know, it's
proper girls' convent.
Yeah, I know. Like a lot of people. Like opposite la Bharati school.
Bharati.
Yes, yeah. Pathingala na Coimbatore ponade kediyadu, guys.
That's like 3 schools together.
Yeah.
Avila, Bharati and Lizyu. So Lizyu is a full boys' school.
Okay, apna boys, girls, anga vandu like sightings will happen for sure. Then ஆமாவா இல்லையா
இல்ல அங்க டியூஷன் சென்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கும் எங்கங்கல அந்த மாதிரி because ஸ்கூலுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்துட்டா கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணிடுவாங்க அது சர்ச் ஃாதர் எங்க சிஸ்டர்ஸ் கம்ப்ளைன்ட் பண்ணிடுவாங்க
got it yeah அது ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்டா இருப்பாங்க
அது நடக்காது
yes correct so when I went into college I went for like an all girls college I studied co-ed my entire life so வந்து நான் ஸ்கூல்ல இருந்து காலேஜ் போகும்போது I was actually really scared I thought that nobody would want to be friends with me girls நான் என்கிட்ட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸா இருக்க மாட்டாங்க அப்படி இப்படிலாம் யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன் but then going to like a girls' college only, I understood what like girlhood is, what sisterhood is, like being close. Like, அப்பதான் வந்து லைஃப்ல ஒரு healthy relationship, friendship அப்பதான் வந்து I'm experiencing like in a healthy way, you know. So for you, what was it like studying in like a girls' school, and then when you went to Georgia, it would have been a little bit different, right?
School was a long time ago, and firstly we've all evolved, and I think back then I believe that I was more of a bully. Right now, as a human being, I think I'm a little better.
Okay, happens to the best of us. It's fine.
In a school, I would cut class and go, and most of my friends would be very pavam people. Like, lunch kudu, அந்த மாதிரி. So I would be கொஞ்சம் bullying type, and right now I feel bad.
Yeah,
happens. Being that
person. Sometimes I think about it and also I cringe. Yeah.
So I think as a person now I'm better, but yeah, I think you grow with age, no? You realize what you were in school and college. But நீங்க பண்ற comparison மாதிரி பார்த்தா, it's not like I've always been girl school மாதிரி, because I used to dance a lot and inter-school competitions and Ungal Yatta Prabhudeva. So I've been around men, and it's not like some surprise factor.
Okay. Buddy, நான் எனக்கு வந்து women's college போறது தான் surprise factor ஆவே இருந்துச்சு. It was damn good. Like I think every girl should experience going to an all-girls school or an all-women's college.
I think all women's college maybe, all-girls school தெரியல, because when you're in school it becomes more about who's the best student in class, and if you're not a very good student, and then you end up feeling like your achievements are not great. But thank God I had good or a teacher, principal at that point of time who let me
do
dance
everything
and do all that.
That's actually damn cool, because எங்க ஸ்கூல்ல எல்லாம் தாத்திப்பாங்க என்ன வெளியில. But yeah, speaking of like college, like you went and studied in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
And like a lot of people, they like romanticize like abroad la poi padikkirathu. Yeah. Like they romanticize like, oh, neenga Georgia la padikkinga, UK la padikkinga.
I'll tell you what, this is what I thought, okay, when I went abroad, I really thought this was foreign pora. Neenga pata fully our people were only there. And not only that, all the foreigners used to look at us like, oh, Indians, and then you'll generally think, you know, in all these English movies, some foreigner will come and ask you out, and all that. Only Indian boys asked me out, not one foreigner.
Wow. Pallavi, you should have risked them.
So when I went from here, my sister and brother, they gave me a letter in my bag, you know. After I went to Georgia, I opened it, it said, come back with good marks, and then mark மட்டும் அல்ல, come back with mark அப்படின்ட்டு மார்க்னு ஒரு பையனை தேடு. அங்க பார்த்தா ஜார்ஜியோ விலி அது இதுன்ட்டு வேற பேர்லாம் வச்சிருக்காங்க.
Do you think you have good riz? No, I can
riz na.
Okay, sorry. Like, do you think you can be like, எனக்கு நான் இந்த பையன் பிடிச்சிருக்குனா I can riz him அப்படினு.
Riz na, go ask him out.
Yeah, like as in like you don't have to ask him out. You can just be like and I like that guy, so I'm going to do like my best to.
Ayyo illa.
No.
Illa.
That's why no Georgian boys asked you out.
No. Firstly, they won't even look at it. They'll see through you. That's the saddest part. They'll keep looking straight at something and they'll go off. I think maybe the other Georgian girls, maybe I was fully like dressed and not as hep as the Georgians.
They don't know your power in India. தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா அவங்க வேற மாதிரி இருந்திருப்பாங்க. But okay, you know, their loss.
I had long hair. I don't know.
I mean, what's wrong with long hair? நானே வளர்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன் கஷ்டப்பட்டு.
I used to go oil எல்லாம் போட்டுட்டு Georgia.
எங்க
I would be like, Indiaல யாராவது mummy or anybody, you know, they'll judge. I see in that யாரும் கண்டுக்கவே மாட்டேன்றாங்க. நான் என்ன போட்டுட்டே போறேன், because my exam used to be there. Who has time to wash hair and all that? Just go with oil in my head and I'll go write the exam and come back.
So actually the question was like நிறைய பேர் romanticize பண்ணிட்டு அங்க போவாங்க, but only like the people who are studying there will know what the pain of studying there, especially like studying alone.
Yeah,
taking
that is
responsibilities.
No, but I think being over there actually taught me about myself. I knew what I liked, what I didn't like.
Yeah, that's
in the sense, as a person who I wanted to be. Then you generally live for a society because people know you.
Yeah.
People know you, and so you have to behave a certain way.
True. Yeah.
So it designs how your next activities are. If nobody knows you, you feel like நான் என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணலாம். அப்பதான் you will know, oh, நான் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆளு, எனக்கு இது மாதிரி ஒரு ஆளா இருக்கணுமா இல்ல வேண்டாமான்ட்டு. You have that place to grow. That I felt in Georgia, and I cooked, which I never did. But I can alone eat. My friends would never come home to eat. I stayed alone and it was nice. That's when I learned it's nice to live on your own and you don't have to think of a partner for you to have for life. So at 18 to 23, if you're able to make it like without being very dependent on
someone,
a partner or someone and the madri. But because at 18 I thought by 23 I'll be happily married. By 30 I'll have 2 children.
yeah.
Right now I think that's a good thing that I don't have. I've not done.
Yeah, like what was I thinking that by 25 and all I'll be married? I was just like, okay, முடியாது.
Really.
I think like also like times have changed a lot in the sense that நம்ம parents இருக்கிற மாதிரி like the society and the economy is not like that, you know. Because like at 25 back then you would have like a, you know, a stable career and like back in that economy.
I think again it depends on your needs. If you want a very simple life, I think it's okay. If you have a decent job, you can always, I don't think money is important for you to think about the child's future and all of that. I don't think anybody should have kids for the sake of it. But if you wish to have a child, I think life will change around it.
Yeah. Just do it, guys.
Just do it. What? I spoke about children. Just do it. You shouldn't be unmindful of what you can provide and what you can't.
Yeah.
If you're planning to leave your job and sit at home, both husband and wife, and you can't depend on other people, and at the same time you can't bring a life to earth and then just say, okay, we parents and somehow it should happen. So basic sense if you have, I think you're okay.
டிடி தெரியும்ல உங்களுக்கு, அவங்க கிட்ட பேசிட்டு இருக்கும்போது அவங்க சொன்னாங்க பாட்காஸ்ட்ல இந்த மாதிரி வந்து பேரண்ட்ஸ்லாம் சின்ன வயசுல வந்து அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும் அப்படின்னு, அதுக்கும் பெருசா வந்துட்டு உனக்கு இவ்வளவுதான் தெரியுமா, எப்படி நீ வந்து ஒரு பிள்ளைய வளர்த்து, ஐ மீன் ஆப்வியஸ்லி அவங்க இன்னும் பெட்டரா சொல்லலாம்.
Hit and miss that. That's why right now we've come up with terms, no, childhood trauma it's all because of that only. But I don't think anybody can escape. Even if you're fully full-fledged and you've learned parenting and all that also, I don't think you can. It's always a gamble da.
True.
One thing is people who have children, no, they take continuous videos of the children.
Yeah,
and
that's not cool.
I feel bad because the kids also start to act for the camera, and it becomes like another member of your family or an entity mari that you constantly grow up living with. And appo adoda validation ipo eppadi amma appa validation we expect, no? So the same way now we'll start thinking what do people think about me, evlo likes vandirukku. You shouldn't plant it at such a young age.
I'll tell you when I realized that like having a camera around a child is actually like changing their behaviors. I have a niece and every time a camera comes on she'll go chumma solla nejamma she'll do like she's like a baby 2-year-old. She'll be like and I'm like, that's because we all do, right? Like, and we're all like pouting and taking pictures and all. Then I realized that she's mimicking like what we are doing. So we should be careful around like what we do around our phones, you know, because they're like capturing it so quickly.
They do.
And like another thing was like I noticed like a lot of young kids have like a UK accent, American accent. It's because they watch UK American shows on their phone, and I'm like, damn, parvali accent correct pushta. So I've also grown up watching a lot of like YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm thinking maybe nanu idla affected irpano.
As long as it doesn't make you look for velila oda appreciation and influence and all that, I think you're fine.
You studied to become a doctor, right? And you did movies in the break, and then you went back to Georgia and you studied and completed it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How many months did you have like after like the release of Premam? Then how many months of college did you have after that?
4th year is when I shot, and 5th year it released. So I had another year after that.
Okay.
My mom told me, you please பிரேமம் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்கிட்ட கேட்டாங்க, நீ ஒரு வருஷம் you finish your college and then you choose what you want to do, but I don't want you to leave your degree mid. And I found medicine to be very empowering because I started doing medicine for, you know, helping people and all of that. So I thought at one point of time, if movies are not going to work, I always can go do what I love.
Yeah.
And that gave me a lot of strength in choosing the kind of roles that I wanted, because I thought எனக்கு இந்த கதை பிடிக்கல பரவாயில்ல, பிடிச்ச கதை வந்தா பரவாயில்ல, then if I like it I'll do it, otherwise I always have medicine. So that gave me some strength that I knew that I have something that I love that I can fall back on, and I don't have to do something that I feel uncomfortable doing. So medicine I think gave me that strength.
Very valid point, like very very valid, because like that's also the reason why I'm in college right now. So like when you're saying that, I'm just like, yes, that's exactly my thinking.
You don't know, life is uncertain, and I think there's one more thing with சின்ன வயசுல பார்த்தா we all used to play a lot of games, crafts. We'll come up with new ways to entertain ourselves. So your neural health, your brain, no, is always fresh and it keeps growing different pathways, and you feel very alive and young. As you grow old, it's just one directional. It's like unidirectional, where you go for your work and you come back. You don't play like you used to. So as you grow, I think you need to have the same thing in your system, where இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் போய் விளையாடலாம். You can learn new crafts like pottery. If you are my friends doing pottery, I suddenly, இப்போ நவராத்திரி இந்த பீரியட் வந்துச்சா, every time I went to buy poo from the கடை, they were saying ஒரு இடத்துல 60 for a muram, and இப்படி வச்சா அதுல 2-3 பூ தான் இருக்கு. இவ்வளவு தூரமா இருக்குமா. So I was thinking I should learn how to do பூ கட்டுறது. I'll get in loose and I'll do. I asked my mom, she just laughed at me. She said, go அப்படினாங்க. நானும் learn பண்ணனும்னு நினைச்சிருக்கேன். I really want to do it. Even I want to learn. I want to do பூ கட்டுறது. Then I want to learn how to embroider.
Embroidery is pretty easy.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's easier than பூ கட்டுறது.
Really?
Yeah, embroidery is very easy actually.
I want to do that. It's so nice for the blouses and all. Have the thing I do. I thought I can do it myself. I have.
You can actually.
So embroidery. Then I wanted to learn another craft. I know swimming, but I can't swim. I can just maybe not drown. I won't drown, but I can't swim.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe I should learn swimming, and I think
just girls after getting a little bit of financial freedom back to being a child again. Like நான் embroidery பண்ண போறேன், pottery பண்ண போறேன், swimming பண்ண போறேன். You know, that's literally how it is. But I feel like whenever people like get a little bit of financial freedom, we do things that we want to make like our child happy, you know. Like nala Lego la vaangalaanu yochichittu irundhen. I was like, my mom yelled at me. She was just like, you're going to buy Lego at this grown age.
Oh, you know something? For shoots, night shoots I can't do. I start to sleep. So to keep me awake, I have sketches, crayons and paint, and I have those drawing sheets. இந்த சின்ன குழந்தைகளுக்கெல்லாம் இருக்கும்.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
I do that. And I have books that I carry around that I keep drawing and painting and all that. So for Amaran, there's a kid in the set.
Okay.
The baby. So she started to take my book. I was thinking,
okay. book.
Next day I got one more book and I said, that is your book.
Wow.
My book.
Wow. No way.
It's very difficult for me to stay awake. I start drawing. I keep myself busy.
You know what you should do? Every time you do a film, you should like file all the paintings and the drawings that you do, and then you should like keep it. Amaranle in the drawings panna, Shyam Singh Aroyle in the drawings.
This is to get me out of sleep. Adanal andha alavukku poeticala irukadu.
Doesn't matter. You didn't know. And the era of the drawing is it. And you know, you should also like post it and all. People will be so interested to see what you're drawing.
I don't even post pictures that I want to post. You know how long it takes for me to post a picture? 3 hours minimum.
Why?
It's because I'll think, is it even necessary for the world to see this picture? Then I go back, delete that. In a sense, I would have done up to the end. Then I think, ரொம்ப முக்கியமா உலகத்துக்கு, I'll delete it. சும்மா இந்த picture எதுக்கு ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிட்டு. There are many pictures or many moments that because of maybe practice that you see other people's pictures, you feel like, oh, this is a nice picture, I can post it. அது வரைக்கும் போயிட்டு then I'll think, it's okay.
Why though? Like, what do you mean necessary for the world? There's no such thing as necessary photos. You can post. Girl, it's your Instagram.
No, I know, but is it important for anybody to see this? What are
you saying, Sai Pallavi?
What do I get out of putting the picture there?
Happiness. You're doing what you want.
I want to go rob a bank.
You shouldn't do illegal things. This is not illegal, no?
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of pressure for me to work around it for so long to put little perfectionist mother in that sense. If I don't have a good quote, I'll be like, ரொம்ப முக்கியமா.
நீங்க emoji கூட போட்டு நீங்க மேனேஜ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அது யோசிச்சிருக்கீங்களா?
எவ்வளோ மொக்கையா இருக்கு ஒரு எமோஜி போட்டு
எத்தனை பேர் போடுறாங்க? Yeah, dance. The red one. You should do that.
Okay, this is not offending anybody. It's just that I don't find it interesting. Cherry. Okay.
Yeah, but like seriously, you should post more. So many people will die to see pictures of you. Are you
no,
serious?
This week I'm actually going to post few pictures.
Yeah,
my sister's wedding pictures.
You should put photo dump. You know what a photo dump is, right? So நீங்க carousel 20 வரைக்கும் போடலாம் இப்போ. You can put 20 images. Okay. Full album you can.
I'll say from 2023 to 24 a printer 20 picture photo.
Wow, that'll actually be damn nice.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sai Pallavi photo dump coming soon. Amaran coming soon.
Before Amaran,
Sai Pallavi photo dump coming soon. Actually, you should do it.
Yeah, I'll do it and I'll tag you, Keela. Credits. But you got to tell me, what's with your name?
Potato face, bro. So,
Because it took me a while. I was like, potato fries. Then I was thinking, fries with potato. What? It took me a while. Then I went and I checked because I had to send them the name. Because I said, there's a kid who's writing potato fries or something. They're like, potato fries. I said, no, let me go check on Insta. I type potato fries and I get pictures of potato fries. So I was really wanting to know what's with this potato with fries.
before anyone makes fun of my like round face, I'll itself make fun of it. So it's like that potato face sounded funny to me. You know, so I was like, okay, that potato face. And then I never bothered changing it.
Oh,
Yeah. And then like, okay, fries with potato, how to keep podcast name. I had no idea. I don't give a lot of importance to names. So I'm just like, name enna adu perform pannudha illaya adha matter.
Okay. So it's not like you'll take offense if somebody says potato fries.
No, not at all. Every time someone calls me potato, I'm just like, oh my god, they know me. Like I wanted to talk to you about like going to college and stuff like that, because a lot of students, you know, they think that it's like easy living abroad and like studying abroad because it's fancy, you know, it's honestly very appealing to leave the country, study elsewhere. So, you know, but I know firsthand because my brothers also studied abroad how like difficult it was for him and like, you know, so I wanted to know like post that you had like 1 year that you had to study, right? So was there like any like disconnect from like did you have like some sort of like conflict within yourself, like, oh na doctor pandren, but at the same time I have like these opportunities that I'm getting, like what, like then if I'm taking up these, then what did I study for like 6 years? Did you have that like little
conflict irregular? Because I was pretty clear that I wanted to do medicine and movies were only a hobby or something that I might do during vacation, or if there's a film that I'd want to do. So adukku avlo thought kodukla, but what came with the attention of what happened around the film was a little overwhelming for me. And the time like, there were a lot of Malayalis over there. So the same people who are my friends started looking at me different. They would wonder why she dressed like this and all, and that's when I started feeling a little more extra conscious. Okay. And I'm glad that it was just 1 year after that. I don't know if I would have enjoyed college as much as evlo free enala irukka mudinjadu. I don't know if I would have felt that way if I had eyes on me all the time.
Post that you have like these people, all these people who know you, you know, it's such a cult classic, that film, you know, and knowing you're a pretty simple person, you're humble, down to earth, you know, like having that problem. இல்லங்க சீரியஸா சொல்றேன், you're very much like from every interview that I've
a few minutes ago you told me evlo bayama irukku and all, I was scared the shit out of you, and now you're coming and you're so humble, I mean, so sweet.
You are a Sai Pallavi, you know that, right? This is what I'm saying. You are the Sai Pallavi.
What does that do now?
Like you don't understand who you are.
What do I do with that?
No. I mean, I'm saying like there is so many people who like look up to you, who look like they love your movies, and you're such a like to them like Sai Pallavi is engiyo, you know.
For that I'm happy, and I'm happy, but that cannot change the way I talk to you, no?
Exactly. So I've known people who like change when like the way people view them changes, you know. I have known people like that, like it has happened in front of my eyes, you know. So when I see someone who's like just the way they are, like regardless of what's happening, it's very interesting to see that like you have like grounded yourself like that, you know.
I look at it as a place of security, I think, because the noise that you are surrounded by all the time, it's like a fog madri, adu irundite irukra madri nama and edathile irundittu irundona, you will feel like, okay, I am this person. So when you go to a place, you feel like they're not giving you the respect that you think you need. That's when you start to behave a little like I am something big. If you're quite secure about who you are as a person, you don't need another person's validation to make you feel that you are that.
Yeah.
Then I think it's okay. So it's only a sad state, I would say, that where, you know, you have surrounded yourself with a lot of maybe noise that you are something, and you believe that it's good if you're going to use it for confidence, you know, to make yourself feel that I am something, I'm talented enough to be something, and I deserve what I'm getting, but not at the cost of losing who you are as a person. That happens only when you feel like you're not getting the respect that you deserve. So I need to behave a certain way to show that I'm deserving
boss.
of that
Yeah.
apprehension. So it's only a very sad state. Not that they're doing it on purpose to, belittle you. It's just that they feel a little more insecure around that space.
Interesting. Like, so you had friends from school தான் நீங்க சொல்லிருக்கீங்க, like your friends, school friends or your friends?
College friends. No, a few college friends are also there.
Oh, mass. So like when you're interacting with them, right, you are obviously at a different kind of field from what they're doing, and when you're talking to them, do you ever feel that kind of disconnect with them?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I expected that. I don't know why I asked that, guys.
No, because even the only thing is, even during school, when you see me, you see me. After that, I disconnect and I'm not there. When I appear into your life.
Okay.
So even now, it's the same thing. I go off for a while, I suddenly come. So they're like, this school, college, they paatadana ipdita. So in that way, I'm happy that they're all understanding.
She's that friend that occasionally goes to.
Yes, I forget birthdays. They have to call and say, Nikki, birthday. And I'm saying, sorry, happy birthday.
Wow, me guys. Now I'm really bad at dates.
Yeah,
I'm so bad at dates. I'll just tell them that like, உன் பர்த்டேனா என்ன ஒரு வாரம் முன்னாடி சொல்லிடுற, ஏதாச்சும் பிளான் பண்ணி வச்சிருவேன், தயவு செஞ்சு என்கிட்ட சொல்லாம மட்டும் இருந்துடாத அப்படின்னு. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. So like your relationship with friendship has always remained the same. It hasn't changed.
Yeah. It hasn't changed, but now most of them are married. So I feel the change. Those guys have changed.
Okay.
And I think they speak to all married couples.
Oh yeah,
because
they do.
I don't get the equation, and I get their problems.
Yeah.
Because I see that the child in them is still alive, but then they have to take care of another child.
Yeah.
So sometimes அந்த குழந்தைக்கு அடி கொடுக்கலாமாட்டு இருக்கும். Why are you giving her a hard time?
Yeah.
Because I know that my friends also like still at heart their children.
Yeah.
But what do you do? So you just have to say, okay.
Yeah. I don't want to get to this part of life, guys, where my children, my friends are having children.
Like, you will. That is if you're going to continue to not,
Growing old is so hard. Like,
Not at all. It's actually
how do
fun.
you do it?
What is wrong with you? Did you know how you would feel right now? Maybe 22, 23? 22.
Yeah, but like
when you were 16, 17, you must have thought 22. My God, you're 22. You still feel like a kid.
no, but like the reason why I'm saying it is because like when we were like 16 and like studying and school and all, it was like only exams and stuff like that. Now that my friends are all in their early 20s, right? All of us look like we have our lives together, but truly all of us are like confused as hell. Like all of us. There's not one friend.
No.
That's
if
not
you have listen, if you have clarity already, what do you have to look forward to in life? If you've already got everything that you want at 20 to 23 figured out, but nothing's interesting in your late 20s and 30s and all. That's all. What do you do? The 40s, what will you do? 50s, what will you do?
Okay, I don't know.
It's nice to figure life out as it comes. Don't think that you have to have everything figured out already.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of the people who are getting first rank in class, once they came to college, they would have been like, I want to become an actor right now, or I want to do direction. I've seen so many people who've directed me. They've gone from getting paid some 2 lakh rupees back then in the US and UK, and now they come and they were doing assistant director job for 200 rupees, and it's like that. Life can flip, so it's just you go with the flow and don't resist change as much.
Yeah. So like very recently we were all talking, my friends, and all of us like my friend was telling me I missed out on it. All of them, all my college friends are on group call, FaceTime. They were taking turns and crying.
On what?
Because they're all confused about like what is going on in their life, because like life is not easy as it like was when
One second. Life is not easy for a 22-year-old. What is not easy? You explain to me, right?
No, because like it's not, we're also like very confused of like what's going to come and like how we're going to approach that. People are getting married right now, and there's like one side that's getting married, one side that's going abroad, and then you're also like, I'm also back in college, but then we're all like wondering like, man, what is going on? We're earning money, some people are earning money, they're working at this shitty job, so they're like, okay, should I leave it? What will happen to my career after that? So it's a lot of like questions like that.
I think it's valid for you to have such questions, and it's not a problem. When you were a child, you had different issues according to that age.
Yeah.
Now you have such issues. As you grow older, you'll have other ones. So I think it's normal to have such thoughts.
Were you confused when you were in your early 20s?
Actually, no.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You know
You were
why?
sorted.
Even I was not sorted. I was a happy person. As a person, I knew whatever happens, I'll be happy. I don't think I need a profession, or I don't have to be the best doctor. I don't have to be the best student in class. I'm happy as long as I don't hurt another soul. I don't harm a patient. If I'm not rude to a person, I'm okay. You should be happy person, Lena. Even if you're going to become some CEO of a company, you're just unhappy. Because I think in life you keep running towards something. Right now you get how many people follow you?
Right now, like some 500K.
Let's say you hit 1 million. Once you come to 1 million, you start thinking 1 million is nothing. I need to get to 10 million or 5 million. So I don't think that that thing doesn't stop. So you keep running. If you're a happy person, you'll be happy all the time.
Wow,
So
that's facts.
If you're married, I'm sure even if I was not in medicine, or if I was just married with a child, I'm sure I'll be a happy wife taking care of my babies. I'll be there. I don't know if I'll cook well, but the guy has to live with what I cook.
He can cook.
He better cook. So I think that I would have been a happy person. I would have made people around me happy. I don't think your profession or something should stop you. But it's important for you to know what you are getting your money from, or you should not be a burden. I think these questions come and go, but that shouldn't. It's like you'll be upset.
Yeah, this is the difference between someone who's always anxious and someone who doesn't have anxiety.
I have anxiety.
என்னங்க சொல்றீங்க நீ உங்களுக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனை?
Okay, let's take for instance. What do you think that an actor would go through?
I have no idea actually.
For instance, as an actor, you have to
Perform well.
That's different. You have to perform well, and the film has to be received well. But there is something in between, the period from one script to the other. I think we look forward to good scripts, and we don't find that. So you think அடுத்து எப்போ நல்ல script வரும் that we can perform in? வருமா இல்ல வராதா? Will that even manifest? Will that even happen? Midway யாராவது கதை மாத்தி அது வேற கதையா மாறிடுச்சுன்னா. So there are a lot of things that make you anxious. So if I've got to feel anxious, I can add all of this moment and feel that way. But end of the day, your problem is your problem. I can never say that your problem is nothing.
நான் ஜெனரலா தான் பேசுறேன் guys. நான் வந்து அந்த personal advice சாய்பட்டு விட்டு வாங்கல. I'm serious.
Suddenly I feel like I'm her elder sister advising, sitting on the couch saying that எதுக்கு இவ்வளவு சீரியஸா இருக்கற?
No, it's honestly fine, because I feel like a lot of people my age, they're all feeling confused, all of us feel confused, and it's okay.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And like you said,
great. It will be great. The beauty is, for a while you'll feel confused, then you'll get some clarity, and then it'll be the next phase, and அடுத்த பிரச்சனை வரும். So
அதுதான் like I keep telling myself this also, like whenever my friends come to me with like a problem or something like that, I'll just be like, you don't have to figure out everything today, you can figure it out, you'll figure it out. So like I tell that to myself also, that like you will figure it out eventually. Like there are so many things I've like worried about in the past that turned out to be like things that I didn't have to worry about, in the sense. So I think about like how stupid I was back then, and I'll just be like, இப்போ அந்த மாதிரி stupid-ஆ இருக்காத. So yeah, valid advice that you should be happy and content with yourself. And everything will be all right after that. Super advice actually. I will take this.
Actually, if you were my age, I would have given one more rare advice. But then that would have become a little spiritual, and already she's using terms like Riz and all.
No, Riz has nothing to do with spirituality.
I wouldn't want to go into that.
No, tell me now. Now I have to know.
It's okay. You come. When you're my age, I'll do one more podcast. That time we'll do that.
Okay, done.
Sure,
Okay, I will take that. I exchanged brain cells with my past brain cells now. Do you think you've had like a major personal or like professional setback that has taught you a lot about life and your work per se?
Yes, so that show that I spoke to you about, Ungalil Yaratta Prabhudeva, so I was eliminated on my birthday.
You should show.
So on my birthday, I'm standing over there and they're like, you're eliminated. And the way they coined the words also like idukku mela avangaloda payanam namma kuda irukadu. I think we have to say bye to Sai Pallavi's journey in this dance floor and she can't see Prabhudeva master and all, and those are just words. That time I didn't know it was for the audience and these are all dialogues. They seem very real. So I remember feeling very bad, and I always have this thing that birthday naal enna nadakumo adu full varsham nadakunte. So I told myself today I shouldn't cry. So I kept controlling the whole day. I didn't cry. So I
Next
remember
day.
no that day night. So nights I can't be awake. Mummy has to drag me out of bed and she gives me a bath. So I remember that day, it was over at 12 o'clock aache. I went to bed directly, but I was not asleep because I was upset that I had lost, and she dragged me and then she's giving me a bath. It's still not 12. And she's saying, it's okay, cry, it's all right. Don't hold it inside. You cry, you're not going to cry again. You cry right now. Because I think for a 16-year-old girl to hold it in and then, my mom was very scared that she might start taking it rombave trauma that I would. She told me, you see, one day that everything happens for a reason. And I'm very attached to my mom. So she told me that day, edavadhu onu romba thappa nadந்துச்சுன்னா, you should know that there's going to be a blessing which comes அப்படியே வந்து உன் மேல வரும். So that's when I put that post saying 10 years later, the same floor where I had lost, Prabhudeva Masters choreographing the dance, and that looked like a moment for me. So such things are what reassure to you that ஏதாவது ஒரு தப்பு ஒரு விஷயத்துல இல்லைன்னா ஒரு விஷயம் இப்போ உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கணுன்றது கிடைக்கலன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், அப்புறமாயிட்டு அது ஒரு பெரிய ஃபார்ம்ல அது வந்து ஒரு பிளெஸிங்கா வரும். இப்பவே குட்டியா கொடுத்துட்டா குட்டியாவே யூ meaning not that the show at that point of time was
but like what you were going to get was bigger.
What I got back then was beautiful with the Rowdy Baby song and all that. I don't know if even if I had won Prabhudeva show, I don't know whether இந்த அளவுக்கு எனக்கு அது ஒரு understanding கொடுத்துருக்குமான்ட்டு or journey about how life is going to be. So that's why I'm very assured that ஏதாவது ஒன்று நடக்கல ஏதாவது ஒன்று ஆகலைன்னா, at a young age I faced a very odd situation for a child, and I know that things will be okay end of the day.
That is true. My mom says that all the time. She'll be like, இப்போ நடக்கலனா அப்புறமா ஏதாச்சும் பெருசா நடக்கும். So like I was telling you about that sash they gave me in school, no? So I got a sash, guys, that said Miss Rowdy Baby when I was in school, okay? So I was really upset that I got that, because I was just like, நான் எவ்வளோ கிளாஸ்ல பண்ணியிருக்கேன், எனக்கு வந்து நீங்க like நீங்க என்ன ரவுடின்னு கூப்பிடுறீங்க. I was really offended. It was something that they did to like demean me தான், you know? உங்களுக்கு புரியாது, ஆனா ஸ்கூல்ல இருக்கும்போது புரியும். You know, and then like as time went on, like I used to keep thinking that like எனக்கு வேற ஏதாச்சும் கொடுத்துருக்கலாமே name, something else they could have given. Like I did so much in school, why did they give me this அப்படின்னு. But then later on I was like thinking like இந்த மாதிரி, you know, that name was so nice only. It's not bad. Had they given me the name that I wanted, I feel like I would have satisfied everything over that. But now I'm sitting with the OG Rowdy Baby, guys. So feeling.
You should have got your sash.
I should have got my sash.
Have got it.
You know, if you come, you can come to my home. I'll give you a lunch.
Done.
And then you can. It's near.
I'll do that. I'll do that for you. I'll give you that.
You come to my home. I'll do that. Because she saw me next to my house only, so I'm just like,
that's where your house is.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So ninga vaanga, like I will give you formal invitation. I will tell my dad and all was like super excited. He's like, avanga edukku home podcast ku varanga. She's like most sought after actress in India, home podcast ku varanga. And I'm just like, hello, nanu pandren. Okay.
The uncle paakringa, you should know that nice questions will actually give rise to nice answers. So இவங்க நல்ல questions ஒரு நல்ல conversation கொடுத்ததுனால தான் வந்து even we need to have a nice time. So thank you so much for sending your daughter. First I thought uncle க்கு என்ன யோசிச்சிருப்பாங்களோ, எதுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் பண்றீங்க?
No, my dad really likes you. He doesn't watch any movies only. Like he raised us also like that, but like he doesn't watch any movies. Now that like he's retired and he's on his phone and all, he's like watching all of these movies, songs and all, and then he's like now he's listening to some Bengali music, and I'm just like, what is this man up to? But then he was telling me he really likes you a lot, you know, because like he thinks that no makeup e podakradhu. Look at me.
At the end of the session la na ketirken enakku eyeliner ella potu vidunga.
Yeah, so he's like makeup e podakradhu, ponunga na makeup podakradhu. That's why I'm like this, guys.
What is wrong with your life?
No, nothing's wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, நீங்களும் சொல்லுவீங்க, like, you're comfortable not wearing makeup. I'm comfortable wearing makeup. இதுல வந்து யாரும் வசதி கிடையாது, யாரும் இதுவும் கிடையாது.
I've gone and bought stuff for my sister and all. I'll go buy and the brow with அப்புறம் lip liner and all that. I go buy for her. It's what makes her feel happy. So that's okay.
So like, I actually wanted to ask you also, like, sometimes like when people, like, the line of questioning to you will be like, நீங்க எப்படி வந்து மேக்கப் போடாம இருக்கீங்க? Like, to me, every time someone asks me, it's like, போடாம இருக்க முடியாதுலாம் கிடையாது. எல்லாரும்.
See, that's the difference. It's so nice that you feel that நான் போடாம கூட சந்தோஷமா இருக்கேன்ட்டு. But around the time when maybe I grew up, you need to groom yourself, you need to look a certain way
to play a certain part.
Not really that, for you to leave home and come to a party also. So you need to if you just say in Georgia, if you had to go out somewhere for a dinner, there'll be people who are actually having something on their face, but I would have just showered and done something to my hair. I like curling my hair. So, and that too, it's not with that iron.
You're this Kosu man, asking for too much attention. She caught it also.
It's not the iron one. It's one in the finger.
Oh, you'll do the finger curling. Okay. So you have like a curly hair, like hair care routine.
Yes.
Wow, that must be like high maintenance.
That's when I had healthy, good hair. Right now, I just have hair. So I'm just happy I have something on my head. So I'm just thankful that this is sticking with me. So yeah, அப்போல்லாம் இருக்கும்போது I used to feel bad that because I was okay with the way I looked, I was okay, but I know that there are people around me or who felt that நம்ம இது போட்டாதான் அழகா இருக்க முடியும். It became more of a need. So I felt that maybe when I become an actor, it helped me break my insecurity by coming with pimples and all of that. So maybe if there are few girls who are out there who prefer not putting on makeup and who still exist the way I do, they can connect. I think எல்லார் மாதிரியும் யாராவது ஒருத்தங்க அங்க இருக்கணும்ல.
Yeah, bro, எனக்கு வந்து personally, when girls have like acne and stuff like that, அவங்க skin நல்லா பிங்கா கியூட்டா இருக்கும். I've always thought that was so pretty because like naturally you're blushed, inga blush இருக்கும். And when I was little, I remember telling my mom that எனக்கு அவங்கள மாதிரி skin வேணும் அப்படினா. My mom's like, அவங்க பாவம், like they're probably taking so much like skin care for it. நீ என்ன அவங்கள மாதிரி skin வேணும் அப்படினு கேக்குறானே. But I've never actually looked at like acne or pimples as like some problem அப்படினு.
First இவங்களுக்கு இருந்திருக்காது pimples.
True.
அது ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம். And I've had relatives who will come and pinch or they'll say type, okay, in Badga they'll be like, what has happened to your face? Fully it's like kodri vecha mari, why? So when elders say that this is something which shouldn't be this way, you end up growing feeling that okay, maybe it's not nice for me to have skin like this and I should turmeric, kadlamavu. So much I've put on my face. I've tried like a million things. I've peeled my skin. So much we've done just to get rid of the pimple. Then the day I thought, okay, movies allam pandron, I thought we'll do makeup. But as soon as I put it on, I look like a different person.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like I'm against makeup. It's just that it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I also feel bad when I see people saying that she dresses only in sari. That is why. We like her, and I've seen few videos where people
they'll put down someone else, they'll put her like I don't think you're also chill with that,
I did a dance in Georgia, the tango dance. Mom and dad, everybody, I share whatever I do. So I said, I'm doing this dance, this is the costume, and they're doing it with the Georgians over there. Adala avanga costume avanga eppadi kudukrangalo dhaan pannum. So I had done that. Appo amma appa everybody was fine, and the way people look at you is very different abroad. But once I did Premam and those pictures and videos started coming out, people had started to focus on things that I never knew anybody would even bother about. And that started to make me feel very uncomfortable. So I thought, okay, right now I'm not going to, be seen in public where I want to be looked at as an object or something that you can, excite yourself about. So I didn't want to cater to that wing of our audience itself, and this was my choice. But that does not mean that I'm promoting saying that this is what you
this
should
is
do.
How you should be.
If you are comfortable, you are comfortable, but putting other people down, because of what they're comfortable wearing, I don't think that is
Yeah.
right. It's very sad because most of them are young. I see young kids over here around Chennai who wear nice shorts and they're so happy and full of life. They don't even know other people are judging them.
Yeah.
But there are 4-5 people who'd say, "Hey, enna indha madri." I think they're children. They don't even know that indha mari kannotathla paapanga.
Yeah.
Because when I had done the dance, I was just a kid who was 18, 19 who would just dance and think,
Yeah.
என்னோட அம்மா அப்பா என்ன எப்படி பார்ப்பாங்களோ அப்படிதானே உலகம்னு பார்க்கும்ட்டு.
Yeah.
But once people start to sexualize your body, that's when you feel that no, my mom and dad don't look at me this way. Why is the society looking at me this way? So if the child and people are still intact and they want to dress that way, I think you should let them. And maybe the gender who's looking at them in the wrong way should try to look at them like how you would look at your sister or your...
I mean, you don't have to be like their sister to respect them. You know,
you wouldn't right now. If your brother was here and you were wearing shorts, he'll not say, "Hey, why are you wearing shorts?" He'll love you for who you are.
Yeah.
So
that's true. So like whenever I see stuff like that, I'll be like, அவங்களே இதுக்கு வந்து சில்லா இருக்க மாட்டாங்க, நீங்க எதுக்கு மத்தவங்கள அவங்கள கம்பேர் பண்றீங்க? I mean, they don't expect women to woman up.
It's just very sad. That's why I thought, okay, now you asked me about makeup, I thought I have to say about this. It's very upsetting.
Yeah, so like right now what you're seeing is like someone who doesn't wear makeup and she's comfortable with it, someone who wears makeup and she's comfortable with it, and it's chill, guys. It's completely okay. Trust. Yeah.
Do you have makeup on you?
I do. Look, I'm wearing white, I'm wearing blush, sunscreen potukken.
Cherry, okay.
I'm wearing black eyeliner.
Okay.
A pink color also I put.
Pink also?
Yeah, over here. You can't
see, that's also an art, no? You know
I
what
look at it like that. It's a creative expression, and it's all. I don't think that like people அவங்க கொடுக்குற அளவுக்கு importance வந்து it doesn't it shouldn't warrant that much importance is what I'm saying. Do you ever feel like now that you know when people talk about your appearance and stuff like that, so many people, I know so many girls who are like always like, you know, இப்படி இருக்கறனால I'm able to like be more confident within myself அப்படின்னு, you know, and when you think about like those girls, do you ever think like, oh, I feel a certain responsibility to be a certain way because I've been perceived a certain way, no?
No, then I start living a very fake life, no? Because I start thinking அவங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச மாதிரி நான் இருக்கணும். I think they liked me for who I am.
Yeah.
And that is all. It's not that every step of it I've got to tick every box. No? I'm also human. I can make mistakes. I can correct myself. So I don't think that I take so much of thought into my head that நான் இந்த மாதிரி behave பண்ணா ஒரு இப்படி நான் இருந்தாதான் அவங்க வந்து you said responsible, right? I don't think I do that. As a human being, if you're a decent person, I think it's enough.
You're so chilled out. I love it. So now I saw the audio launch and like you know, you talking to the actual Indu Rebecca Verghese. She's also a very sweet person, seems like. But yeah, what was it like playing an actual person? You know, usually you'll get parts, you'll get characters. You
Correct,
know, they'll be like on paper, and you have whatever you emote is your emotions, how you portray it. But this is a bit different. You're actually playing a person who's actually there, and you can actually refer to them and be like, you know, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
So what was it like for you playing an actual person?
I first wanted to make sure that நம்ம படத்துல போர்ட்ரே பண்ணது அவங்களோட பெர்மிஷனோட நம்ம காட்டுறோமான்ட்டு, because I'm part of a personal side of life.
Yeah.
The film Amaran is about the biopic of Mukund, but I play the personal side, and I wanted to know if people have taken like your rights. Do they have permission? Do you feel comfortable letting me do this? Because sometimes we don't consider people's feelings, and then we end up showing things in a different light. But the director is so sensitive about this whole portrayal of the character and lives as it is, that after I met her, I thought, okay, illa correct da, ellame correct da. So the doubts that I had was more about whether all of this is real, whether all of this is this way. Also, when you watch the film, you'll see that it's very easy for someone to think that idella vandu namba எழுதி, maybe we are commercializing it for the film. But she was actually a child like that. She was actually full of life, and she loves Mukund, and it's very endearing, heartwarming to see that someone still has this in their heart even after 10 years of his passing.
Yeah.
So the strength that she has and the way she communicates with him even now, no, is a very special thing. So there are, அப்போதான் எனக்கு நான் அது வரைக்கும் என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன்னா, I was looking for scripts which were like feminist இது மாதிரி எனக்கு because I had just done Gargi.
Yeah.
So I was like filled up with that energy and I was thinking எனக்கு இந்த மாதிரி script வேணும், I'll play ஒரு cop, I'll play ஒரு astronaut, I'll play ஒரு this and that. And then this script came and I actually brushed it off for a second. I said, are you sure you want me to play this? Because I know Rajkumar sir from, I know him for years. From the time I was 16. And I go to him every now and then. I have some sort of an issue in the industry. So I easily asked him, are you kidding me? Why are you offering me something like this when you know I'm wanting to do something more? And then he said, I think you're looking at scripts a very wrong way. Maybe you should just approach it this way. And he made me speak to her. And as I started shooting for the film, I realized that we're all ordinary people and situations and how we react to them make us extraordinary.
True.
That is what makes the person's life or character little special. Think of it as or a situation every people react and how human emotions are. That is much more beautiful to see than just always being the mass woman and doing that. I think there's some sort of strength in being delicate and at the same time graceful. So this film taught me how to approach scripts.
Like what you said, right? Like it's not like you're not born extraordinary. It's what you do and how you react to things. And I think that most people who have been like extraordinary in our eyes are just normal, regular people who've made like extraordinary decisions. And that's a very succinct way to put it, I would say. Very, what's the word? Is one poignant. You can tell about your film, last final words before it goes.
Now you've made it like everything else wrong. Diwalikku vandu
I mean, you only have to deliver.
So my sister, every time I do this, she ends up saying, you know how வீட்டு பக்கம் in Coimbatore, they'll come with selling idiyappam. வாங்கம்மா வாங்க, இப்போ சூடான இடியாப்பம் அப்படின்ட்டு. So every time they end up saying, வாங்க, this is 30% Amaran வருது.
I'm really excited to see you on screen. I'm excited for the entire team.
Thank you.
And the songs, everything has been like spectacular so far. And everything you touch becomes gold. So I'm very, very excited to see what you have to offer, since
Thank you.
I have a Gargi poster at home, like I said. Next Amaran poster, guys, bigger than the Gargi poster.
கொடுத்து அனுப்பிடுங்க ஒரு பெரிய கார்கி, பெரிய அமரன் போஸ்டர் கொடுத்துருங்க உங்களுக்கு.
Big Amaran poster I want. Yeah, but thank you so much for being kind. I was like really, to pardon my French, but I was shitting my pants. I was just like, enna solla poren, enna pesa poren.
I'm happy that you had a good time.
Thank you so much for like having a conversation with me. And it's honestly so nice to talk to you. And like marakama veetukku vandrunga saapaadukku. And that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Sai Pallavi, for coming. Thank you for the team for having us here. That's it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.